Hi everybody. You may have seen the news because it's public now. TNT Radio, which was latterly called TNT News, is finishing and going off air at the end of this week, and that's a very sad thing. It's a big shame. And I was TNT host. Had my own show, the David Curtin Show, there from February this year all the way up to May this year. I would have continued for longer right up until now, but then the general election was called in the UK, so I had to give up for that period to focus on campaigning, running the Heritage Party campaign. But then what happened is I didn't get the show back because there were things going on behind the scenes, obviously, and now we hear the news has been announced today, so in the media, so you can all see that the station is finishing and closing its doors at the weekend. So they've got another 2 days of shows left, and that's it. So it's very sad because I thought there would be, at some point, I'd go back and take up the show again, start doing the show, and I had a great time doing the show. I spoke to 10, 15 sometimes amazing people every week. I remember the very first show I did with Lewis Brackpool and Jennifer Arcuri. That was a great show, my first one. I was so nervous that day because it was a totally new thing to me to start being on the other side of the camera. I got used to being interviewed. I'm so used to being a guest and a panelist and so on. I'm a panelist on GB News occasionally, but to actually be the other side of the desk and interviewing, having my own show and being the one asking the questions and doing the show, running the show, was like a big step up for me. But I'll always be grateful because it gave me the opportunity to do that, to do something new, to be stretched and to learn new skills and to do a new thing. So it's very sad because that's obviously my first ever time I had my own show, and but I hope it's not the last. I hope that very soon that something will happen. We'll get together with the people who were there and organize something else. The great thing is as well is that I had total free speech. I was never ever told, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. I mean, I could talk about anything, really. It was amazing. I could talk about immigration, I could talk about Islamism, I could talk about Talmudism, which Loxism, I could talk about transgenderism, I could talk about feminism and, criticize the Tories and the Labour Party no end, and cultural Marxism and all of these kind of things which are happening, the nonsense of climate alarmism, and many other things. So I was allowed to talk about anything I want to and say whatever I wanted and have anyone on with any opinion. And most of the people came on had similar opinions on things. Some of the people that came on the show, we'd agree with some things but not others. Occasionally I had someone on who was a complete, I don't know how they got on the show, honestly. I once had this Liberal Democrat guy on and we didn't agree with anything, so he kind of slipped through the net, I guess. Anyway, but that was a strange one. But most people on the show I've really enjoyed. Everyone who's been on, and what I'd say, if you do look back, one of the most important interviews that I ever did on the show, where a couple actually, was with Mads Palsvik. So, you can look that up on YouTube. I put it on YouTube. Very important interviews, which are really pushing the envelope of the Overton window. Look up Mads Palsvik and the interviews I did with him, because they really are very important, covering new ground discussions. So that's not very good English there, but you know what I mean. And the show gave me the freedom to talk to Mads, to talk to other people like that, and to talk about issues which you would never ever get the chance to do on most other channels. So there you go. Very sad that this is happening, and it's I have to find something else to do now. So, life's going to be a little bit tough for a few weeks. Hopefully things will get back, on track. over the next few weeks, the next few months, and so on. I mean, right now, as I've said before, I'm focused on the Heritage Party and organising the Heritage Party conference, which is on Saturday, the 28th of September, in Reading. So I've got that to look forward to, and that's engaging me and occupying me at the moment. But afterwards, I was hoping to have a show to go back to, and I still hope that something somehow will happen to so I can have another show somewhere. I might even have to try and just set something up myself and just interview people, just have my own show and just do it, with just on YouTube or something. Not that YouTube will actually let me talk about all of these things, but yeah. So there we go, and the news is out there now. I've known since last Friday, but it's public now, so everyone knows what's going on, and it's a sad thing, but we'll get back together, and we will keep using our free speech to talk about the issues which are important to talk about. And so thank you everybody who's been on the show, watched the show, given kind comments to me and my guests and the station and everything while I've been doing it, and thanks for all your support as well. So let's see what happens, and I'll give you some more updates as I have them. Okay, thanks everybody, and God bless you all.